Hello? Hello? Apparently we're crooked or something. I don't know. I don't like this webcam. I don't appreciate it. How do I make it? We're adjusting the webcam, right? So that we can so I can relax. Oh God, this thing on the side of my face is huge. Okay, so we're all crooked. That's not my fault. I don't like webcams. No, my house is like crooked for you people. I don't know how to fix that. Give me a minute. I'm fixing the camera. There we go. Much better. Hello, I'm good. How are you? Welcome back. We're here to talk about Karen and the Vile Witch. You're like, who is Karen and who is this vile witch? Nobody. It's a clickbait title. So I have an announcement before we get into me just sitting around going through Facebook group posts because I find it fun. And the people are really, really stupid and have no idea what they're talking about half the time. And today we've got some golden posts to go through, okay? Like, I'm really excited for this. But I just finished, as of yesterday, uploading. I have to find it here in my videos section of my thingamabobbers. Anyways, I just uploaded 8 episodes of The Craft, a new series called Herbs and Oils. Oh God. I'm releasing 2 of the episodes on the same day at roughly the same time because there's 8 of them. And by the time it comes out, if I release all 8 over 8 weeks, it like literally goes into the week of Christmas. And I'm like, no. So we end a week before Christmas. Isn't that exciting? You guys have all of this content. I'm just so happy. Also, me going live apparently makes me lose subscribers, which is fine. Everything is fine. Trust me, it's fine. I go live, I lose subscribers, like whatever. So that's happening. But apparently you people want me to go live more. And I'm just like, I don't want to go live alone. I don't have any friends in this community. Everybody has children that are growing up. Anyways. So I wanted to go through some of these hilarious Facebook group posts with y'all and chat with y'all and like teach you a little bit about how not to be stupid on the internet when it comes to you supposedly practicing the craft, right? Finally caught your live. Could be better, loving clickbait. Well, I needed to go after the Karens of the world, okay? There's Karens in witchcraft, trust me. And we're gonna probably run across some of those Karens in these Facebook group posts. Like it's hilarious. So I'm a part of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minus 1. So 11 occultish, witchy groups, and 10 of them have the most stupidest people in them. And one of them is Lunar Wisdom's group, and she doesn't allow stupid people. Trust. So this first person's like, I'm new here and I need help. Everybody needs help. So someone I trusted and allowed to live in my house is trying to hurt me. Or you're a paranoid schizo, but we'll get to that later. This person has gone so far as to vandalize my property. Recently, I found black pepper under my mattress, in my shoes, and in a bag of personal items. I believe the goal was to break up me and my boyfriend. I cleaned up the pepper under the mattress and burned it and put salt under the bed, and I don't know what to do with the shoes or the bag or what to do next. Any insight, please help me. Have you tried, I don't know, evicting them? Does anybody in the comments even say that? No. Nobody in the comments. Oh, tell the person to leave. The person has left. Okay, well, your fucking problem is solved, you stupid moron. I really hate people in these Facebook groups. They have no idea what they're talking about. The person probably wanted to add some season to her life. Probably. Right, probably. It's all probably a hoax. Half the time people come on here and they do crack themselves and then they want people to help. I'm a big believer of magic. This one's not stupid. In everyday life. So I thought it might be fun to make a thread about it. For example, when I feel the need, I put a few drops of cleansing or uncrossing oil in my body wash, shake it up and mix. Then I pray over the body wash, remove all harmful energy and crossed conditions. So what little things do you like to do? If it could be for cleansing, protection, money, anything. I'm going to pass that question off to you people. What little witchy things do you like to do in your mundane life? I just do money spells all the time because I'm jobless, running out of money, and probably will soon become homeless. So, you know. Hey, we can rebrand the Witchy Show, the Witchy Homeless Show. Live from the streets, quite literally. Can you stop with the scratching at the things, Miss Pippies? Christ, stupid cats. Let's see, what do some people like to do here? I put a little salt in my laundry detergent for protection. I also have a sage spray that I use in order to cleanse the energies in my house. I use my with crystals for fresh flowers I bring into my home. I use purification salts and Kali water in my house. Some people also, Florida water is a big one. Stopped using perfume, only Florida water. Like, what is with people in hoodoo? Oh no, this is not a hoodoo group. Okay, what is with general like little witchy witches using Florida water for everything? Like you hear one person say that it's really great for cleansing, and suddenly there's a bandwagon. I'm not saying don't use Florida water. I'm just saying it seems like everybody uses it. I don't. Any advice on making a sweet jar for self-love? Oh, I've done that. I've done that. So you make a regular honey jar spell, a regular like a sweet jar, sugar jar, whatever. And instead of putting in the intentions of attracting somebody, you're just amplifying and attracting self-love and light and hippy dippy and wicca bicca and all of that fun stuff, right? I live in the South, so I eat grits a lot. So whenever I put basil in, what are grits? I've tried to Google this and I don't like there's like no videos or anything that show people like what grits are. I always do a little chant for money, and I swear within days I'll find money on the ground or something. There's so many different spiritual solutions. Bay water is good for cleansing. Any kind of water is good for cleansing at this point, it seems like. Anyone have a spirit companion that we can talk about? So stuff like this in what is this in? This is in a shadowy group, right? So it's a general witchcraft group, but it's more aimed at like the darker aspect of witchcraft. And these types of groups bring out the fucking crazies, right? You get the people saying that in their past life, they were this demon general who took on Jesus. And it's like, are you in witchcraft or are you in some weird Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Like, what is happening? But this person asked, anyone have a spirit companion that we can talk about? Mine is a demonic hybrid. I don't want to invalidate the fact that you have a spirit companion, but when people like this person then goes into like in the comment section, they go into like this deep description of its wings, and it's like watching an EA co-wedding video. It's fake, it's fraudulent, it's not real, it's horrible. So we're just gonna skip that one because there's all these people in the comments that are like playing up to this. Mine is a duppy in American culture called a haint. One of my great grandfathers was a something from Jamaica. It starts with an OB. That spirit, like some people in here seem kind of like real, and some are like mine's a demonic succubus I picked up in my last life. Like I'm not trying to invalidate them, but like you watch this video by Ravenways where she's talking about this guy who's like selling crystals or something, and she's like talking about like fake witchcraft, and like she's not trying to invalidate anybody, but she's like trying to like ask the question like, okay, like where's the line between what's real and what's not? Like you're allowed to have your own experiences and share them, but like when are we allowed to start questioning the validity of that experience, right? And just when people start talking, like when you start talking about demons or spirits or spirit companions or spirit vessels or whatnot, it really brings out a lot of crazy people. Like witchcraft in general just brings out the most crazy, psychotically attention-seeking, pathological Cindy Lou Who, liars, hi random, how are you, people there are on the internet. It's not even shade at this point. I'm just calling her out. I'm mean. I'm very mean, but I bury it in my live chats, and people don't watch much of my live chats, so they don't get to the drama. Right? This is how I skip all of the drama on YouTube, is I just bury it in my live chats where nobody will watch them because they're like, I need a spell to let her go. We're not together anymore, but cannot get her out of my mind. So there's people that are like suggesting, you know, put her in a freezer jar, banishment ritual, whiskey, pick it up and don't drive. Memory erasing spells don't exist. I'm sorry. I can give you my memory erasing spell. I'd like one of those. I've got you. Let's see what this memory erasing spell is. Erase a painful memory spell. To banish a particular memory, pull it up in your mind's eye. Mentally relive it. Let it play out in your head. Once you're done that and you're ready to let it go, speak these words out loud with the right feeling and determination. Bless my mind and bless my heart. Let these painful thoughts depart. Oh my God, it's so charmed already. Now cast it out with witch's force. On my psyche it has fed, and with these words I deem it dead, and harm none, so mout it be. Like, for fuck's sakes. Right? Like, this is garbage. Just garbage. These people are just garbage. Like, you think that's gonna work? You think that's gonna work? Cord cutting? Yeah, maybe. That could work. I mean, I'm not trying to be like, say this wouldn't work, but it doesn't. I mean, if it works for you, great, like, whatever. But, like, it just seems... This is the part where I'm like, okay, where do we get to question the validity of a statement in the craft? Because the craft is so... It's open to interpretation, right? Like, it's not like Christianity where you can be like, I can question the validity of your spiritual experience because the Bible says. But in like the craft, when do you get to question the validity of somebody's fucking statements or experiences, right? Like, when do you get to be like, this isn't adding up? Like, this just, oh my God. First of all, sharing your magic like that, this doesn't even sound like it's yours. This sounds like something you pulled off of fucking Pinterest. Like, all these people are disgusting. Don't know what that person was referring to. Duppy is associated with lost souls that are found in woodland area. It's folklore. Oh, that's hilarious. First of all, you can't do that. It'll come out eventually, the memory. Exactly. Like, you can't just... This is the other thing. You can't just cast a spell. Like, this isn't Charmed, okay? This isn't Charmed where you're going to cast a spell and then your memory is going to go away, and then, you know, by the middle of the episode, it's going to come back and you're going to have to deal with it. And by the end of the episode, it's some family learning moment. Like, this is not like in an after-school special. There is no such spell. Let me say it really fucking clear for you. There is no fucking spell on this goddamn fucking earth that will erase your fucking memory. Like, Christ, people, are you insane, right? Just random witchy or random Facebook groups. I'm not going to give away the Facebook group names. I'm a part of like 10 of them. So I'm actually a part of 11 of them, but one of them is Lunar Wisdom's group. And she doesn't like, there's no stupid people in her group. The groups that I'm reading from have stupid people in them. Let's continue on going with more stupid people. Need a truth spell. Long story short, for 14 years, I've been accused of secretly having a child with my sister's husband. This lie is destroying my life and my son's. I need the truth out, and I need the lies to stop. He's not the father, and I'm sure of it because we never slept together, and I never would. I don't want apologies from anyone. I just want the truth out, so lies stop. You want the truth out, sweetie cheeks? Everybody's going to be like, yeah, right here, paternity test. DNA. Like, no one is talking about DNA tests. Actually, no, a few of them are. Let me read through some of these. Oh, all of them are. I was like, wait, a lot of these sound like truth things that people are like, use a truth spell. No, a lot of people are, actually, these people are smart. These people in the comment sections are actually intelligent. Murray. No, get a paternity test. Like, I need a truth spell because, you know, She doesn't seem to come back and reply to anybody, so I'm assuming it would, like, her reply would probably be something like, I don't have any money. Like, Christ, you people are stupid. Oh, this is my favorite one. This is my absolute favorite one. Can you suggest any good books about demons and demonologies? Okay, so we got the Lesser Book of Solomon, the Key of Solomon, right? Google any demon you want to know about. Literally, I had somebody ask me if I can do a video on Asmodeus, I think it was. And I don't know anything about Asmodeus, and if I just Googled it, it would be the same information that you would find if you Googled it. So, like, why should I Google it for you and then regurgitate it in a video? Like, are you not able, like, Google? Like, I don't have any experience working with him, if that's the point of the video that you wanted me to make. Well, if you look hard enough and use critical thinking, the Bible is an excellent source. No, it's not. Not for demons. I mean, you might hear about their stories or their fall or whatever, but you're not going to, like, get the information you're looking for. Other people are like, the Bible. Oh, here's my... So this is how out of control these Facebook groups can get. Within seconds, it escalates. Let me read this to you. There are no good books on demons. There's the Bible, and there's the source themselves, demons. There is no right or wrong way to speak with one. Actually, correct. So as long as you're respectful and persistent in your attempts to contact, I would be respectful, and it depends with persistence, because some of them will literally tell you to go away. And some of them will try to test you and block your connection with them through various meanings. So, can't be true, as above, so below. You have falling angels and rising demons, don't judge. What? Can't be, what? You're judging, not I. I just gave a response. Go fuck yourself. Suck your mother. Like, this escalated so quickly. I'm like, you guys aren't even making any sense. So she's talking about how there's no good books on demons, but there's the Bible. That's factually incorrect. And there's the source themselves, demons. This is true. I mean, yes, there's good books on demons in terms of, like, the people who have contacted them, trapped them, written descriptions about them, so on and so forth. But I mean, if you actually want the honest truth, I would go to the actual source, the demon. There isn't a right or wrong way to contact a demon. There's the ceremonial way, and there's the whatever else way, the way where you're concentrating on their N and their sigil and burning the appropriate incense and maybe lighting the appropriate candle facing in the appropriate direction. But it doesn't need to be complicated, right? It can be. There's no, I'm not trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Take away from the concept of ceremonial magic. Like, I don't practice ceremonial magic, right? So, but this just escalated. So, stay up for 3 or 4 days until you can see them, the Jinn. Most people refer to them as the shadow people or something similar, but they're literally your left hand creating tupla to do your binding. Experiment and have no fear. That's not demons that you're seeing. That's 3 or 4 days. That's lack of sleep. Like, if you stay up for 3 or 4 days, you're going to start hallucinating. I stay up all night and I'm hallucinating. Like, Christ. Start seeing them on day 3 in your peripheral sight, and then they disappear. On the 5th, 7th day, they are everywhere and don't disappear. That's not demon. Oh my God. Staying awake, forcing yourself to stay up just to see demons, that's not you seeing demons. This is the stupidity of these people. And they call themselves, people who practice, esoteric, and they have this occult knowledge and all this. You don't have anything. You're trash and garbage and a liar and just a piece of garbage. And somebody posts a Google GIF. That's hilarious. Why would you want to summon a demon? Seriously, I'm intrigued as I can sense entities but cannot see them. As mentioned above, I've seen flickerings through my peripheral vision, and when I've not slept for around 3 to 4 days. The internet is literally full of the stupidest people you ever find. Somebody posts The Secret. Really? You mean the law of attraction is demonic? How is it used at the highest occult levels where the devils program our subconscious while in reinforcing their own? This is hilarious. I appreciate you elaborate even more because I've been studying the school of thought for years. The promise of aligning your vibration to that of your desire and manifesting it involves demons to bring stuff into your life? ? I'm not in favor against the school of thought. That's why I'm open to know more. If you get kids killing all day playing Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty and everyone else is watching news stories on suffering all day long, you are only attracting that into your life by reinforcing the thoughts. Does that make sense? So if I watch the news about Donald Trump, which is depressing enough, and all of that other fun stuff, and then turn around and play Grand Theft Auto, I'm going to go out and kill hookers and try and become the president? That doesn't make any sense to me. So yes, The Secret causes you to be mindful of what you consume mentally through your eyes and ears. What's demonic in that? No, The Secret isn't the problem, but how the law of attraction can be manipulated at high levels is demonic. How can it be manipulated? You mean having people watch negative stuff on television and programmed in a negative way? I can do as Jews have done, and getting a whole generation of Black men listening to music about killing each other to get them to kill themselves off so that, oh wow, this gets racial. So that white people don't get the blame for using entertainment industry. Whoa, to keep these rappers rich and famous so kids will want to be like them? How did this go from The Secret being demonic to racial? Oh my God, what kind of group is this? What am I in? I'm going to say the name of this group. Ancient Esoteric and Occult Wisdom. What? The comments of these groups are so toxic. This video just completely went down the demonetization hole. It's not going to be yellow. It's going to be, red. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, it doesn't, I expanded the comments, it doesn't get racist, so we're safe there, okay? But his whole music industry thing, what? So they're getting subconsciously programmed and attract chaos to their reality. So one person's trying to actually understand how The Secret is demonic. You know, The Secret, the book, the thing on YouTube that you Google The Secret and you get to watch this like video that's like, it is the definition of new age hippy dippy. I'm not saying the law of attraction isn't real. I'm just saying that it's in that context, it doesn't work that way. You can't just write down that you want a Maserati and that you want and constantly think about having a Maserati and then you will attract the Maserati into your life. There's so many steps in between from you getting off your ass and getting a job to you eventually one day attaining that Maserati. Right? Like, that's my issue with The Secret. Yes, there's real Satanism behind it all. It's not just black men killing ourselves. Is this person... Oh, this person is black. Okay. I thought it was a white person. I literally did, because you can't see their photo unless you, like, hover on their thing, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, they did it with Lady Gaga and the gay agenda and the Kim K and Paris Hilton using sex tapes to over-sexualize kids. Media is manipulative. The law of attraction can be used for demonic purposes, but it in itself is not demonic. And this book has nothing to do with demonology, except it says everything about how demons work on a spiritual level and higher dimensional planes. The law of attraction influencing reality through the pineal gland. I haven't seen them mention demons one single time during the entire documentary. So this guy is like insanity. I think the world's issues have just made him crack and break. And understandable, because he is a black man. But at the same time, his reasoning for why the demonic why the secret is demonic. Yes, why the demonic is secret, but why the secret is demonic, it has to do with the media manipulating children and rich, powerful white folks helping. What? Like, what are you guys saying about this? This escalated quickly. It's crack, definitely crack. All I can say is prayer asks for things too. You ask your intentions to your deity, so I can't see how the law of attraction can be demonic, right? Like, it's not demonic at all in any way. So that just escalated quickly. Now, this person says, YouTube my channel, you'll get lots of it coming daily now. Kingdom of Gods 1212. FYI, Hermes' birthplace is my father's backyard. What? Is this an actual YouTube channel? Like, do I actually want to look this up. I want to see if this person is an actual YouTube. Oh my God. He is an actual. So it's like Kingdom of Gods 1212. Efficiency, effective, equatable, equality. COVID-19 vaccine 2020. Okay, so he's like veganism destroyed my life. Why did Jesus die for our sins? Religion is not the problem. Okay, so he's a religious person. So this group is like attracting religious people, like nut job religious people, not like the Christian lady who lives next door and knows you're a witch but bakes you cookies anyways. Just go to their place. You'll learn faster. It's better than books. You'll regret it, though, unless your spiritual is strong. How? Astral projection. Their place feels cold, looks desolate, abandoned, dark, though. Wow, maybe I've been at their place the whole time. Because every time I astral project, it goes to this place where it's like, it's dark, it's barren, it looks like a desert. There's always a fire lit in the center of this big clearing space, and it's cold and it's dark and it's desolate. But I wouldn't say that's where demons are. But I do kind of agree with, if you actually want to learn about demons, A, Google them to get a basic understanding. B, concentrate on their N and sigil, like repeat the end over and over again in your head as you concentrate on their sigil, going into a trance-like mode, astral projecting, and then meeting them. It's not fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, and it can be scary. Demons of Magic by Gordon Winterfield provides a relatively safe ways to work with the 72 demons of the Ars Goetia. Wasn't this the book that I used in my demon series? Let me Google that. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can't find the book that I used. I printed it out. Okay, so when I was doing my Dancing with Demons series, I printed out this book, took a whole crap ton of notes from it, regurgitated it to you people, and then somebody asked for the link to the book, and I've been trying to find it for days because I threw out the printout version. You're like, you wasted that much paper? Yes. Yes, I did. I think it's due to a lack of understanding into Satanism and demonology. These types of groups bring out the crazies. The Holy Bible, Demons and Familiars by Melinda K. Lyons, or Lyons, or Lyons, 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 I don't know. Falling into traps of the dark occult. Good luck, dude. Why is it that when people talk about working with demons or demonology in general, the seriously crazy people come out? How long has this video been going for? It's only been going for half an hour. The seriously crazy people come out of the woodwork, and they're just like, I want to talk about the Bible and Jesus and how Jesus can love you and how the secret is demonic, and it's... Oh, God, it's a cluster. It's a cluster. Make sure it's dated way before Christianity. They changed the meaning because I would like to figure out what I am. I'm always trying to figure out solutions to problems, and I don't have a moment to figure it out. What? The Bible. Oh my God. Is there any more, like, anything in here? All manifestation comes from your own beliefs. You don't need a demon to help you. Look up Neville Goddard, Dr. Joseph Murphy, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Your imagination subconscious will create what you focus on. You don't need a demon to help you. You are the God of your universe. You are stronger than Alpha. See, it's like these hippy-dippy fucking new agey little pieces of trash that still believe that Jesus Christ is the savior, but they also are a witch and they practice magic, but don't work with demons because God won't let you into heaven. Like, people fucking stupid. God, I hate the internet sometimes. Can anyone tell me why I keep dreaming of my ancestors with no mouth? They communicate through gestures, but they are very unclear. A lot of people are basically saying you're not listening. And if your spirits, because I've had this, but with spirits, they will communicate to you. They'll have no mouth, and they'll just be gesturing around, or they'll just be stumbling around. And you're not paying attention to the messages that they're trying to give you. So pay the fuck attention. So I want to practice tarot reading, and I'll pull cards for the first 5 people with the specific question. Nothing major or health, please. So let me know who's interested. What are some of the questions? Does he know about dreams? Why is my karma out of balance? Will my finances ever be decent? Will I ever? I want to do tarot readings for all of these people and be like, no. See, this is the other problem that I ran into. So remember when I did tarot readings and I offered free tarot readings? Well, the entire internet came after me. Not in a bad way. They were like, oh my God, free tarot readings. And I was like, Christ. It was too many people. Too many people. And there's like 1,000 comments in here. And I'm like, lady, you're screwed. I'm inexperienced with working with herbs and I'd like to explore it. Are there books that you would recommend? The Catherine Yarnwood one makes me a little nervous for some reason. Really? Let's look up her book. Does she have a book? She did comic and trading cards? Do you have Let's see. There's spiritual merchants, religion, magic, and commerce. I don't really know what that was about. I don't find any other books by her, and I'm not willing to look for it because I'm lazy. Anyways, working with herbs, I would probably go with the Scott Cunningham book. I find his book really great for like if you're just looking to get into working with herbs and like incorporating them into your craft. But now I have another question, and I'm not trying to like bring up like the can you be a witch without type of thing. Like I'm not trying to make it into some kind of drama. But I do have a question. How do you be a witch and not work with herbs? Serious question, because witchcraft is all about earth, nature, manifestation, using what's around you to manifest the things that you want. So, like, how do you not work with herbs? And in what context do you not work with herbs? Who has actually seen the Fae or interacted with them? Tell me your stories. Tell me it's fairies, it's not Fae. How do you dismantle, take your altar down to move it? I'm asking for a friend. Why do people have to say that? I'm asking for a friend. Like, fuck you. How do you take down an altar? How do I take down an altar? You just rip it apart. I mean, it depends. Like, do you have something living on your altar? If so, the thing that you have living on your altar, maybe you should find a respectful way to move that off of the altar. But if you have a spirit that's attached to that altar, you might want to keep the things around the altar. So if you're moving, say, from one house to another, and let's say you're using a dresser as an altar, and let's say you've got like Hecate statue on there, and she has one of her spirits living on your altar, I would take the statue and put it in the drawer of the dresser so that it's near the altar. Obviously, wrap it up, make sure it doesn't get damaged, and then just move the desk. Obviously, you'll need to take it, or the dresser. You'll need to take everything else off. But if you have spirits living in specific things on that altar and you need to move it, that's how I would do it. Now, when I don't have spirits living in things on my altar, I just gently take everything off, clean it down, and if I need to move it, I move it, and if not, then not, right? So, in the pool, but saying, hey, oh, I hate you. I want to be in the pool. Sigil magic, pen and paper, but I work with herbs too. Oh. So there are people out there some people that just mostly don't work with herbs, and some people that do. This person posted a chicken's foot, completely dried out, with nothing but nails all in it and through it. And they said, touch my shit again. And I'm just like, when people post pictures like this, when they post their workings, it makes me worry, because this particular one where it's just a chicken's foot, literally covered in nails all throughout it, different shapes and sizes of nails. And when they're doing this, all they're doing is they're looking for validation, they're looking for attention, they're looking for that endorphin rush of, oh, look, everybody thinks I'm a real witch. Now, I'm not saying that this person isn't a witch, but I see enough posts like this on Facebook where people are flaunting their craft or way oversharing their craft in a way where you could mess with what they're doing. You could easily mess with them themselves, right? So these types of things bother the fuck out of me because these people are so annoying. So, what else we got? Is there anything else, or we're just running into fucking memes now? Had a very weird experience last night. I came home to my apartment and our door plus 2 of our windows were open. Now, it's possible, but not very likely. My boyfriend and I forgot to lock the door and the bigger window came open on its own because it has a bit of an overactive spring. But there was a second window that is very high up that we never touched and was also open from the outside. We're on the second, this goes on forever. So basically, somebody broke into your home. People are like, have a spirit. Is a spirit living in your place? Have you worked with a saint? So on and so forth. Let me tell you, the saints, whew, girl, they don't work like that. My landlord came over to check everything out and said it was very weird, and that the third window, he said it should have taken a lot of force to open it. The other window's right above my altar, and I'm very weirded out as I was wondering if anyone has any suggestions to proceed. I'm sure there's some logical explanation for this that is, it could be spiritual, but I don't know. When there's doors and windows left open and you come home and there's doors and windows left open, my first thing would to be like to grab a knife and like walk through the house and be like, I'm gonna stab whoever's in here. I'm gonna watch you bleed out all over my floor, and then I'm gonna paint the walls with your blood, motherfucker. So, what's the difference between a spirit and consciousness? That's a great question. What are people saying? Consciousness is being awake or aware. Spirit is who you are. You're a conscious spiritual being. Spirits drive you forward. Conscious keeps you balanced. Isn't like consciousness like the interaction with the physical, and subconsciousness would be like the interaction with the spiritual? I don't know. I'm making things up off the top of my head. There's like 1,000 comments here, and I am not going through all of those because none of them get heated, right? Like, we want the drama. So, oh, we're going on 41 minutes. Maybe I should get off of this thing soon. Let me do a couple more because this is kind of fun. Recommendation for ingredients to use in protection incantations. I have a few go-to ingredients, but I want to use something new and different this time around. Let's see, what are some people saying that are ingredients? Wormwood, angelica, marjoram, hyssop, sage, bay leaf, salt, fennel, lime, anise, cumin, rosemary, lavender, mugwort, dragon's blood, red brick dust, cascarilla powder, wisteria, 4 thieves vinegar, mint, burdock. Wait, mint is good for protection? Makes sense. Burdock root, allspice, garden sage, cinnamon, holy mullein. Someone says following. No one cares. Would these ingredients work in a candle? Fuck's sakes. How new are you to this? Oh, you're not even the same person. 3 white ounces, 3 garlic, 3 lime, and 1 coconut. Put all on a plate and keep it to your back door. Okay, first of all, why would you give somebody, like, somebody's going to go and try that, and it's probably not going to work for them. Why? Because it's your energy and your intentions. Now, a quick Google search would have told you protection herbs. Let me Google that. Protection herbs, witchcraft. Let's see what the first response is. 10 magical protective herbs for use in powders, sachets. Oh, this is a fucking Pinterest thing. Fuck Pinterest. Why is Pinterest always the first one? Why are people posting witchy shit on Pinterest? You people are fucking stupid. I had to scroll all the way down the page to get to 9 sacred protection herbs and spices to know by moodymoons.com. Like, Christ, fuck off with the fucking Pinterest shit. So what 9 herbs do they say here? Rosemary, garlic, cinnamon, basil, clove, allspice, ginger, sage, star anise. And that's it. Okay. That makes sense to me, right? But, like, she could have Googled it. Like, why don't people know how to Google anymore? You people are so dumb. So, I've been practicing occultist for I've been a practicing occultist for several years, and I'm wondering, what are your thoughts and opinions and advice on summoning any of the 72 demons of the Goetia for assistance in different aspects of my life? People, this is going to get fucking fun. There are 51 comments. No, we are not going through all of them. I'm just looking for the drama. It actually says 24 comments, but okay, whatever. Just cover your bases. I cannot even pronounce this. 4 court case turned out okay. It's best to start with King Paimon, plus he is loud in your astral ears, so he is easy to understand. He is nice, especially if you are committed to the occult. Realize that they have humanoid forms and their biblical images are just symbolical. Not always. not always, because colonic actually will show up looking like what colonic does in some of the images that you see. Always be respectful, yes. Leave all Abrahamic garbage at the door, yes. Also, Haman is patient, just have focus and breath, as are most demons, just have focus and breath. And just focus on what you're trying to get out of them, what you are asking them to do, and push through any kind of images that they show you or words that they say in your ears, because sometimes they're just trying to test you. So, don't myself, but I have friends who found it valuable. I would definitely recommend Lon Milo Duquette's autobiographical My Life with the Spirits as a bit of a lighter reading. So that will give you practical insights into the working system. And he has a few other relevant books. So there's a good resource for you people. See, this is educational. Dentalian is master. I love Dentalian. Let's see how much you get. Let's see how much of this you get right. Dentalian is a master of human psyche and everything. Yes. His influence is so strong. Yes. He is helping me with my ex for over a year. Well, I don't know about that. We have a kid together and have been together a long time. It was like pulling teeth to get him to help with any type of child support. It's almost impossible to get him to even see her. He tries a lot harder to see our kid now and pays me whenever I ask for money. I am not unreasonable. Dentalian wants attention. He is quite charming and handsome, and he knows that. This is why I love Dentalian, because I'm just like, I'm pretty and I'm gorgeous and you're pretty and you're gorgeous and we both know we're pretty and gorgeous, right? He indulges it and loves for others to indulge his charms. Dentalian enjoys affection, but you have to be very cautious, as he's also a bit of a trickster. You will never know what hit you. So this is very true. This bitch knows her shit, right? So how do you know that he wants attention and affection? As someone who has invoked Dentalian, he will make sure you know. Great choice to start. He is certainly one of the more friendly ones in the bunch of my experience. He is very friendly. Now, for attention, he's an attention-seeking whore. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's an attention-seeking whore. But he's never been like needing affection or demanding affection, because he plays off of me. I'm very much like, I'm a posh bitch, I'm a queen, I'm everything, you people are below me, right? Like, me and Dentalian get along. We're like the same person, right? Same fucking person. But he can be kind of a trickster. If you ask for something, you have no idea how it's going to play out. If you tell him to go and force somebody to do something, they may do it, but the way they do it, or the way that they end up, basically the way that they do it may lead to unexpected consequences. So just be careful. And you can't be like super specific with him. You can't say, I want my baby daddy to pay me on the 15th of every month. I mean, he might pay you on the 15th of every month, but then something might happen in the future where you're like, wait, where's all this money coming from? And how are you paying me on the 15th of every month when you actually have no money, right? So be careful. Be careful what you ask for. Wow, you're like handing over a meat suit to summoned entities. You do know they're riding with you now, and riding dirty, I might add. Why don't you try and awaken your own abilities? Assistance is not needed from the demon. You know what? Invocation and summoning aren't the same, right? Those entities could be useful sometimes. Does this get out of control? Be the person who breaks the cycle if you were judged. Choose understanding. Wait, what? Yes, useful, you are right, but the price pays later. In return, it sucks. For those who've requested demonic spiritual attack to harm innocent others, especially when the other person knows or finding protection spells, even as simple as that, Psalm 90 punishment comes quick to them. I have used Psalm 90 on a couple of witches on YouTube. Ooh! Ooh, girl. It is some fun shit. This is going to get dramatic, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, I was hoping it would. Does this person just keep getting stupider? You and others don't get it. Demons aren't the same. If you are more spiritual, they're more serious with you. Some of them are aware that it helps. The more divine light that could help them evolve too. Franz Bard and the occultist and others know this. What's more, it's duality. If there's light, there's dark too. Thank you. I'll research that. I only know don't fuck with them. See, that's what a lot of people know, is that they only know don't fuck with demons, don't talk to demons, don't conjure demons, don't mess with demons, don't do this, don't do that. And it's because in order for people to learn witchcraft today, it's not so much that it's handed down from generation to generation, or that some of the more controversial books are widely available. It's that you go to your Barnes and Nobles or your Chapters or your Indigo or whatever, and you find these books on living Wicca, and you find these very new agey, hippy dippy, bullshittery, boiled down, complicated occult concepts into really simple terms like the law of attraction and the secret, right? And it's just, it doesn't, it's so constricting because it doesn't allow you to see what else is out there. It just says, this is what witchcraft is. This is what witchcraft is all about. Not that over there, just this. And so when people talk about cursing and hexing and conjuring demons and so on and so forth, people are quick to jump and be like, oh, don't do that, that's bad, oh, blah, 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 because they've been brainwashed by monetized occult practices today, and it's just capitalistic bullshit. That's you know. So they are not balanced. They are just random list of demons. Since they are random, it's hard. It's sort of odd that there are 72 of them. Have you thought about evocation of the balance? 72 some word of angels that I cannot pronounce. Are you running a sale, and do they come with a warranty and contact-free installation? What is to a cultist? It's like imitate. What? Like, people just post things and they have no idea what. Oh, why would you do that? Just part of the journey. I'm not going to, but I'm curious on the subject and how people have used them in high magic. You can use them in high magic, you can use them in what we would consider low magic being us, modern day witches. We are considered to be low magic. So high magic is more about, you know what, I've done an entire series on this. It's called Dancing with Demons. Why don't you get off your ass, get off my live chat, and go watch that series, and then I wouldn't have to explain, because I think the high magic video just came out. So why don't you go watch that? Yeah. That's what I thought. Get the fuck out of my live chat and go watch that video on high magic. That will explain everything on high magic. Like, I'm not getting into this with you. Demons, what the fuck? Don't. More neo-pagan bullshit. What demon should I summon to help me? Duh. It's quite interesting that you would follow this group. In the micro, this would be accessing fallen aspects of the subconscious. Demons rebelled against God means darker psychological functions locked away in the subconscious. In the macro, this is dealing with entities we call demons, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Are you at least attractive? Like, at all? Oh, you kind of are attractive. You live in the United Kingdom. Like, you're kind of hot. Anyways, the point is, some people are just really in the head. Now, I'm not invalidating what he's saying here, but I'm also saying that demons are actual entities. They are not a part of your darker psychological functions locked away in subconsciousness. I mean, if that's what you want to believe, you go right ahead. But they're actual entities. Now, your repressed traumatic issues that you refuse to deal with, because we all have them out there, can actually manifest in spiritual form around you and affect your life. And if you don't deal with that through shadow work and whatnot, that is a form of demon. But it's not the type of demon that I talk about when working with demons, okay? It's an inner demon that's manifesting itself. That's basically what this beautiful person from Manchester is basically saying, is that your inner, is that he is basically equating demons to inner demons that are manifesting on the physical plane. It's a thing. It does happen. Right? Like, you let all this garbage build up inside of you and you don't deal with it, it's going to leak out. It's going to manifest itself on the physical plane. Now, it might manifest itself by you acting out in some weird way. That is a way of it manifesting itself, but that becomes more psychological than it does spiritual. So, I mean, it depends on how you want to have this conversation. Pinterest is the book of shadows for TikTok users. Hey, I'm a TikTok user. you. And I don't use no fucking Pinterest bullshit. I'm too busy calling out fake witches on TikTok. Was Constantine the Great original writer of the Bible? What were the 50 Bibles? I need to Google this first. 50 Bibles? 50 Bibles of Constantine? Let's do a little research on this. What group is this from again? Oh, this is from that esoteric group. The 50 Bibles of Constantine were Bibles in the original Greek language commissioned in 331 by Constantine I and prepared by Eusebius of Caesarea. I don't know how to pronounce that. They were made for the use of Bishop Constantinople in the growing number of churches in the very new city. Esdras quoted the letter of commission of his Life of Constantine, and it is the only surviving source from which we know the existence of Bibles. Stephen King wrote the Bible. Now, Constantine approved a version of Christianity that had been watered down to include many pagan beliefs, thus making it acceptable for the masses of pagan believers. The original Christianity, a Gnostic shroom cult with elements of Eastern mysticism, which is true, that opposed organized religion and brought people into direct communication with God that resides within the heart of the individual, was outlawed and is still frowned upon to this day. Yes, that is actually factually correct. I found a person in an esoteric group actually knows what the fuck they're talking about. That is actually factually correct. Christianity started as a Gnostic group of people that practiced a more mystical version of Christianity that allowed them to communicate directly with God. And it fell out of favor because it was considered to be like you weren't allowed to talk to God in that way. Only specific prophets had ever spoken to God. And then to come about and be like, I spoke to God last night, like you'd be burned at the stake. And not for witchcraft, for heresy, especially in those days. Because during those days, they didn't really know. Like they didn't have a label. They didn't call it witchcraft in 331 AD. No. Would it be AD? No. Maybe. Maybe it's BC. Does Wikipedia say? No, it just says 331. So we'll go with 80. I'm assuming it's 80. But anyways. So what was I saying now? Oh yeah, they didn't have the term witchcraft back then. They weren't probably walking around being like, I'm a witch. No, it was heresy. You would be burned for heresy. More egg shit. My Cancer moon has all kinds of dehydrated this seasons. Tell me I'm not alone. Has me all kinds of... It has nothing to do with your stupid moon, you fucking moron. It has to do with you not drinking enough water. Christ. What's your number one video recommendation for someone just starting down this path? Oh, I have to do this. I'm sorry. I have to comment. You're like, what are you commenting? What are you going to do? I'm going to do things that you have... How the fuck do I do this? We're going to do this. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go paste. And I'm going to paste my channel. Just going to paste my channel. What is your number one video recommendation for someone starting down this path? There's so much. I don't know where to start. I do better through visual and auditory learnings than I can think. I should start with videos. And then I just posted my link. Like, no one from that group is going to come into here and watch my videos. And if they do, and they don't like the content, they'll just kick me out of the group. And then I'll just make they can't join because they've got lots of fun, stupid people in here. What is this about hexing the moon, the sun, and the fae? Some people have lost their minds. Okay, first of all, your understanding of the word hex is retarded. You know what? Let's look this up together. Let's educate you fuckers. Hex definition. Okay? Let's see. He hexed her with his fingers, casts a spell on or bewitch. A magical spell, a curse, a death hex. It's basically a spell. So they're probably casting a spell on the moon, the sun, and the fae, but this person is taking hexing in the context of cursing. I'm not saying that it can't mean cursing because Google obviously states that it can mean as a magical spell or curse, but generally people go with the first definition, which is cast a spell on or bewitch. Like, let's not be stupid, people. Okay, let's not be retarded. But I've never heard of anybody casting spells on the moon, the sun, and the fae, so that's not a thing. Can somebody explain how to read eggs? No. If you can't Google how to do an egg cleanse, like, what is wrong with people? They have the time to sit on their ass in front of their TVs, binging their stupid Netflix shows while the world is burning all around them. And they're just sitting in these videos. How do I do an egg cleanse? I mean, I'm on my smartphone. I could open my browser and I could type in egg cleansing ritual steps, but you know, I'd rather just go on Facebook and ask because I'm a lazy fucking bitch. Right? Anyways, I've had enough fun going through these groups on Facebook today and just ranting and raving about the Karens of the world and how fake they are and all of that fun stuff. I hope that there was something in here that you people were able to learn a bit about. I know we did trash talk a lot of these people because they are really, really stupid. But at the same time, I also gave ways of how I would do things, okay? And I love each and every single one of you. I love Mystic Moon, and I love Ava, and I love Zero Z, and I love Nikki and Morrison's Pagan Circle. I love all of